What's up guys, Faz here from Beckett Boy Dot Com, coming to you live and direct from Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. Today's video we are going to break down how to submit to PSA online. Now PSAcard.com have a very high reputation in the industry for card grading and collectibles. Their online submission center is super simple and super straightforward and very smooth and easy to follow. But before we go any further guys, if you're liking our content today and some of our other content, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll get our latest vids coming straight at you when they drop. So without any further yada yada, let's get into it. Alright guys, so we want to go over to PSAcard.com, and as you can see here, you can just jump straight into your submissions up here on the top right. If you don't have an account, you're going to need one. So up there, I'm auto logged in, but you can create an account with your email. Doesn't cost anything. It's free to sign up. Get their newsletter as well, because there's some really cool information that they send out to you. Just general stuff about the hobby, all that sort of stuff. It's really cool. You can see along here all the different things and services that they offer. From set registries, facts, population reports on different cards. If you come down, there's card grading, auto authentication, and PSA set registry, and a whole lot more bunch of really cool information. But getting a bit sidetracked now, you can get into the grading there, but we're just going to come up here and click on Start Submission. I'm just going to dummy up a submission. I'm not going to actually do one. And at the moment, it gives you the estimated turnaround times. Make sure you read those. If you're not comfortable with that, then card grading isn't for you. As you can see, the bulk submissions, 100+ days. So, there's quite a bit of turnarounds. That's a number of months, and that's just the US. So, probably add another 30 days onto that if you're doing international. So you really do need to be prepared to wait. This isn't just send it in, you get it back the next week. It is 100% not like that, and it's never going to be like that. So keep that in mind when you're doing submissions. And the other card graders are the same. So don't think, oh, I'll just go to another one and get it back the following week. No, they are all months. That's simple as that. Beckett are pretty much identical to this. So is CGA Australia, and so is SGC and WGC as well. So they're all pretty much like this with their guidelines. I'd recommend reading some of their guides. They do have submission guides, which are really helpful. Tells you where to ship items, the service they offer, all that sort of stuff. How to package stuff properly, that's a really good one. And it's got customer service as well. But anyway, getting back on track, we're going to start our submission for today. So we're just going to go start. Now, if you're a member, a paid member, I must have started a submission. Okay, so if you're a paid member, where you pay the yearly subscription and you get your, I get 6 submissions a year or whatever it is, you can have it. You've got access to bulk submission. Now we're going to delete this one. We're just going to start a new one. So normally it would just be start a new submission up here. Now we are going to say regular small size cards. Now that's just the normal size cards. Okay, you can read all that stuff there, but today we're just talking about regular baseball, basketball, football cards, whatever, which are pretty much all the same size. So it's going to be this one right here, and we're going to go next. Alright, so this is where you choose the service that you want. Obviously, we want grading, so we're going to choose that. Now, when you hit that, it opens up another tab where you can choose what you want. So if you've got an auto, and you want to get it graded as well, you can get card and autograph grade, auto only, grade only, no grade to or auto, and we want no autograph authentication. So it tells you here, see, look at the little things here, no, no, yes, yes. We just want card authentication with the grade, okay, which is the top one there that says the default one, and we click next. If you've got autos and you want those graded though, just make sure you choose the right one there. Okay, so this is where a lot of people get confused and they're like, oh, regular, cool, oh, $50, what? I'm not prepared for that. Okay, so as I said, I'm not a member. Once you've got membership, and some of my friends have got it, and you get this extra tab down the bottom and it shows up with bulk submissions and they get membership prices and all that sort of stuff. You can get your cards, I think it's about $10 or $12 something like that, instead of the 20. Now, max declared value, this is purely for shipping, but you do have to declare it. Insurance on the shipping, so like you're giving them, you know, something that you think is going to be worth. Now this is declared value after grading, right? Now bear in mind the lowest that you can declare is $4.99. I've never had an issue, even when I know something is going to be worth, you know, down to this sort of bit. If it gets a 9 or a 10, I still select economy because you don't want to be paying $200 for a card or whatever it is. So you just pay the economy. Unless you're loaded and you're like, hey, I want to get this Super Express and I'm happy to declare higher value and pay $200 a card, bring it on. For right now, we're just going to choose the $20 option and click next. Okay, so we're just going to select a couple of default cards. Now, I did a whole lot of Fleer 1988 stickers this week, so we'll dummy up some of those. So you can type, you know, the manufacturer of the year, the player in any order, it doesn't matter. So I always start with the year. We're going to go 1988 Fleer sticker. Now it'll bring up the whole set. Yeah, here they are here. So from 1 through, there's an 11 in this set. Now I sent off 1 through 6 this week. So let's just choose Larry Bird. Now, just be careful with this. If you don't know what you're doing with the minimum grade, don't put anything. This is for experienced users. Now this is basically it in a nutshell. So minimum grade requested is like, say you're like, I think this is a 9 or a 10, I'm going to put 10 and hope that you get a 10. Well, if it doesn't get a 10, right, they send you the card back, 0 grading, 0 authenticity, and you still pay the money. Good deal, right? No, not good deal. So unless you absolutely know what you're doing, do not mess with that, okay? Unless you want to lowball yourself and go 6 or 7 or something, and you know it's going to get, 7, 8, 9 or whatever. Otherwise, just leave it, okay? Unless you're really, really experienced in that, then don't bother mucking around. And here you can read what it says here. So this guy's requested, this is an example, he's requested an 8.5 on that, okay? It doesn't meet the requirements, so he didn't get an 8.5 returned raw, full grading fee charge. Now, then at the other end of the coin, he requests an 8.5, it hits a mint 9, which is above that, so card encapsulated into the PSA holder and the full grading free charge. So you get charged regardless, so just understand that before you do that. So if you don't know, then just leave it. Now the declared value, we're going to go $4.99 because that's what we said we're doing. You can see over here, that's the service fee, so $20. Service level is economy. Now that's important at the end, and I'll show you why later. So no qualifiers. So qualifiers are like centering and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so here's what they define as qualifiers. So off center, staining, print defect, out of focus, marks, miscut. So if you click that, just read it as well. It's similar to what we just went through, but cards will have significant flaws, will receive qualified grades. If you select this box and your card is determined to have a qualifier, your card will be graded with a lower straight grade. For example, what would be graded an 8 off center might be graded as a straight 6. So keep that in mind as well. That's another thing that is for more experienced card collectors and people that submit more often. They know these sorts of things. They might inspect the cards themselves before they submit them. So if you don't know, or you're a beginner and you're trying to get into it, just leave those for now, and once you've built up a bit of experience, you can do that. Now you can hit save, and you can continue to add in card after card. You see all the cards down here, so when your list gets a bit bigger, it'll come right down, and you can submit that way. So keep that in mind as well. I'm just going to leave it at the 1 because we're just dumbing this up. I generally don't leave them any requests at all, because I just want them to grade my card and send it back. So as you can see here, it's just gone service level 1, but that'll increase if you were to add more cards in, and it'll total up at the bottom, and then you go next and you'll choose what sort of shipping you want. It has your address up there. Now FedEx is more expensive, okay? I don't have a FedEx account, so sure, it's shipping, they pay for it. So as you can see, the shipping is more than the cost. So usually I'll try and send at least the value of the shipping over, because it's just a lot to pay for shipping. Bear in mind I'm from Australia, so it's really not worth just sending one card. It's got to be 2 or 3 minimum. If you have a voucher, you can enter that here for a discount, and then you'll just put your credit card details in here. Now I'm not going to do that obviously because we're on camera, and then after this you get to confirmation, and it basically just confirms all of that, and then the submit button. Now after you hit the submit button, you'll see the 3 forms that I'm going to show you in the next part that I've printed out from my submission, which I had filmed previously for this video. It'll print out 4 forms. 3 of those go with the shipment and 1 stays with you. So basically that's it. It tells you also, it has a bit of information on there that you need to read about how to pack it and ship it and what to write on the box. They want the service level, so for this instance it's economy, so you write economy, and also I put the order number on the outside of the box as well so that they get that. And you can put how many cards. You can get really specific with it. I haven't found that much of a difference, but it does help the sorters when that goes into their facilities. It helps them sort it out a little bit faster, and they're able to process that. So, and that's it for that, guys.
Okay guys, so this is the 4 sheets of paper. After you've completed your submission, you'll be able to print these out. There's 3 copies for PSA. If you look at the top here, so it says PSA copy 1, there'll be PSA copy 2, PSA copy 3, which I've got here, and then the last one, sorry, there's PSA copy 1, PSA copy 2, the item lists. I'm actually going to show you a live submission for a friend of mine that I'm doing, and then the last one is your copy. So I'm going to pull that one aside, and I'm going to show you just quickly how I would pack these after the submission, because that's obviously the last step. So we've got our 3 bits of paper, and these are the 3 cards. So firstly, no top loaders, no snap downs, snap tights, Loctites, any of that. Just these card savers. If you want, I can probably leave a link in the description where you can pick these up from. Most places on like eBay and Amazon will sell these in bulk. Definitely pick up, a box of 50 of these for $5, whatever it is. That's dirt cheap. I've usually buy them in 3s and 4s at a time. They're perfect for submissions. Not great for like long-term storage, but the reason why they're good for submissions is they're a little bit flimsy, and it's easier for the guys who are grading to get them out. So put them in a penny slip first, okay? Now this is a lovely, quite expensive Skybox Z-Force Kobe rookie. So guys, put them in order that you submitted them in. So check your list here. So the Z-Force, it's got to go first, then the Ultra, and then the SP Rookie Edition Kobe. So put them in order like that. Now, I spoke about penny slip, inside a card saver, and to finish it up, some hard, really hard, firm bits of cardboard. Okay, now what you're going to do, those with any sort of experience probably know this step, but I'm just going to put it in there as well. So your cards are in that, and two ways you can do this. You can either do it with tape, or that's if you don't have rubber bands, or I prefer rubber bands. So just grab my rubber bands and just lock those down. Get that one over. Try and get it in an X shape like that. So that's nice and tight now. Okay, as you can see, just two rubber bands. Not going to be much movement in that. Now, coming from Australia, if you can use USPS, do it, but you don't have that option in Australia. Now, PSA prefer USPS or FedEx. Obviously that's not an option, so what you have to use is Australia Post, which is the equivalent of USPS. Obviously if you're in America, use USPS. It's what they prefer and it just works out better. I'm going to put this inside some bubble wrap as well. Okay, I'm going to wrap it right up. I'm going to show you the box. Oh, I forgot one thing, didn't I? Oops. So, what you got to do is get these, fold them up. Fold them up. Now, you used to have to sign these, but now with their online submission, all that sort of stuff is taken care of. So, I'm going to get another rubber band. That's what this other one was for. I'm going to put that with my submission. Okay. So put that with your submission like that. Then it can go inside the bubble mailer. Bubble wrap, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now that's nice and tight. Now, here's the box. Okay, so it's very, very similar to the USPS one, about the same size. And on here, you're going to put, now if you're an Australian watching this, yes, these can do all worldwide, and they have tracking. Not that you probably need it, but definitely a great thing to have when you're posting. You only need to put the address on front, which is going to be the PO box for the California one, for the USPS one. Put that one in because this will link direct with USPS, excuse me. And once you've done that, you can just take this into Australia Post and they will calculate shipping for you and provide you with tracking there and then, and tape it all up for you so it's nice and snug. So that's really cool. Last step is, I'll just show you inside. Now it's very similar to inside the USPS ones, except they're a bit more complete than the USPS ones. But it's basically the same thing. They open up. Now, obviously there's a bit of room in here. You can hear that? Yeah, so I've got an extra sheet of bubble wrap. Now you can put like plastic bags in, or whatever holds this in pretty tight. You can put in bits of paper, old sort of stuff like that. That feels like it's going to be pretty snug now, so I'm going to run with that. And I'm going to put that in. This is actually going to be a for real submission. I originally was just going to use a demo one, but going to go live. So that's how you pack it, guys. Put it in one of these boxes. You can go with the sleeve containers, the satchels. However, these offer a bit more protection as you can pack them in a bit tighter with, and they're only $2. So this is $2. You got to pay shipping. It's going to be somewhere between $16 and $30, depending, or $16 and $40, depending on if I want to go standard, which will get to the States in about 5 days. Then it's going to have to go through all the different processing centers. So take that into account. Express is sometimes good if you really want to get it on. I actually might send this one express because I have to have it there by the 29th of May, and standard is a bit of a flip of the coin. So, but that's how you do it, guys. Guys, if you've enjoyed today's video, please do us a massive favor and hit the subscribe button. Drop some comments down below. Let us know what you think, what you'd like to see in the future, so we can put out some tailored content to you guys. Hit the notification bell so you keep up to date with videos when they come out. And once again, thank you very much for today.